Okay, so here I am again. It's been a very stressful time. As you can see, I have a microphone now. It's a ridiculously sized microphone, but it is actually a very good microphone. And I'm going to take my glass off so I don't need it. All I need to see is the glass to get me over my stress with the microphone. I was asked to get a headset for a podcast I was doing, and the things kept falling down over my ears like rabbit ears. It was a mess. I've now tried to record this about 10 times, and now if it's not working, to be honest. I'll just have to think it all through some other way. Anyway, hopefully maybe there'll be sound. It's telling me there's sound. I've got no idea if there's a picture. Obviously I look thinner because the microphone's taking up most of my hideous body here. It's a very good microphone actually, but I've never used it. So this is a new technological advance for me. Anyway, what you would have been listening to over the last 2 hours was me talking about Netflix. Now, I love Netflix, and I met Ted Sarandos at the Cambridge TV Festival. I hope I pronounced his name correctly there. I think I have. Anyway, he gave me his card and said I should call him. Always follow up on business cards. Biggest mistake I ever made, not calling Ted the next day. Or even visiting his room that night. Goodness knows. Anyway, we live and learn. But what was interesting at that particular festival, he wouldn't tell anyone how many people had signed up to Netflix. There were probably only about 10 people at that time. But he didn't want to give away his business model at the time. And of course, it ignited interest in the brand. But one of the problems that I think is going to come up very, very strongly, so I just noticed some grease on my under unit there. I feel like I sort of have to wipe it because it's going to bug me the whole time I'm doing this now if I don't wipe it. Luckily, I did shave under my arms yesterday, even though no one's going to see it under my arms. Not that anyone's seen under my arms for a long time. But it was just bugging me. I'm like that in life. Still not gone, but I have to clean it afterwards now. Because I didn't want to distract this. That worked. Anyway, so the problem I think Netflix has, it's great that it gives a ton load of money to artists. It's a very creative product. But I think that there are problems in that when you give a lot of money to very creative people and give them no boundaries, they make what they want to make, which is great. It's not the BBC where you've got 10 years waiting for something to come off the shelf. But I still think there needs to be, and excuse me using the word man, there still needs to be a no man somewhere along the line, as opposed to a yes man. Because I've seen a couple of productions recently. I'm not going to name names because I really like the people involved and I've liked pretty much everything they've done. But there are some things in both of these particular productions I'm thinking of that somebody should have come along and said, no, it ruins the show, it's not good, or, this isn't as good as it could be. So I don't know why I can hear beeping somewhere. See, everyone's a sound engineer now. I certainly am. Might be the microphone. I don't know. Everything's new to me. Anyway, if the beeping's there, it's there. It's really bugging me. Anyway, so I think that's one of the things that Netflix is going to have to watch out for, that when you open the floodgates to creative talent, which is wonderful. I mean, thank goodness we all have Netflix. Sorry, I'm going to have to shut that door because I know this beeping. I have no idea what it is, and now I've lost some of my good lighting because I had to shut 2 of the doors. Anyway. What the heck is it? I can still hear. I'm just going to have to pretend it doesn't exist and find out afterwards. Yeah, so I think that's one of the things that Netflix is going to have to watch out for. I have found, as a writer, there isn't anything that you ever write that can't benefit from editing. Every week I go over my copy 100 times checking for everything, and even after all that my editor will come back and say, you can't say this, or is there a different way to say this, or the readers may think this because of this and this. There's no such thing as a perfect piece of work, and there's always an outside opinion that you should listen to. And I think that Netflix, in not allowing their artists to have outside opinions, is going to suffer in the long run, because the audience is becoming much more astute, much more critical. They're watching an awful lot of stuff. And although there's a huge explosion, oh yes, this is great, when you start to judge it alongside other stuff, I just sense a few problems. So Ted, my love, even though I never wrote to you, you need a no person somewhere along the line in these projects. Or a no woman, who could be me. Anyway, so my day. So, Andrew Cuomo, obviously I've been getting up slightly later because I've been sleeping really badly, and I get up, my first thought is, oh my God, I missed Andrew on the TV or anything. I can rewatch it, but I like to be live with our governor in New York, who is actually doing a fantastic job. And he is talking facts. If he doesn't know something, he says he doesn't know it. Unlike the president, who, whatever, he just says what comes into his mind, and great, if it gives people comfort. But no, actually not great if it gives people comfort, because incorrect information costs lives. It really does. So that's infuriating. So anyway, I watched Andrew. And then I went online for a friend's birthday party. I went online to talk to people on Facebook, which was great. I've yet to have any food today, which has become a bit of a pattern. I would have been cooking normally on this, but my fridge and freezer are full, and I feel I need to start eating some of the food. I have to get into my skull that there will be more food. It's not running out. And I have so much food in my fridge and freezer, and I can't keep throwing out food because I'm not using it. So tonight, my big decision of the day is, do I have the fish and the parsley sauce from a couple of days ago? Or do I have the chicken curry with the chicken that was already in the freezer? This is a big decision for me, actually. Now, I think I have to go with the fish. I'm not a big fish fan, but partly because I've already got the potatoes and cauliflower on behind me. And also, the parsley sauce could go off quicker than chicken could, because the chicken was only at the freezer yesterday. You see how boring we can all become online. It's fascinating. So someone asked me today, what am I reading? I'm still reading Michael Cashman's brilliant autobiography. He's such a great writer, such an incredible person as well. And the book is fantastic. Haven't gone back to Woody Allen's book online. I don't know why. It was sort of entertaining, and then I lost interest. I find my concentration span is very, very low at the moment. Do sign up to Simon & Schuster online, because they give you a free book every week. You'll never have time to read it. I've downloaded 5, but it's a very nice gesture, and I feel the books are there if and when I ever get round to it. What else have I been up to today? I haven't listened to any music yet. I've had some emails. It's been through it. And I put some makeup on today. I still look a bit white, but I did put some makeup on because I found that took up an extra 4 minutes of the day, which was good. And coming on camera, I do feel a bit better having makeup on than if I just come on without it. Like, without makeup, I do need my glasses on because they sort of give some substance to my eyes, but I don't need them on at the moment. Spoke to my brother online. I've discussed my microphone a lot. Yeah, I know it looks like a pornographic microphone. I know. But I've just tested it with the microphone, without the microphone, and the sound is so much better with this. And in my friend Carl's quiz next week, I have been told I have 2 extra points because of my sound. I've yet to test it on the podcast for the mail, because I don't know the acoustics. I don't know about microphone and sound. There's a guy called Nick on Facebook who might be able to help me with this, because I don't know if it's worth taking the microphone into a room where there's more sort of padding and things. Probably a sound studio. But yeah, actually the microphone may just block things out. Anyway, so tonight's meal, I have some potatoes in a saucepan, or saucepan as you might say in England. And I have some cauliflower and broccoli over there in saucepan, as we say in Wales. And I have some fish in the microwave that I wanted to put in the oven, but I didn't want it to smell. And I have my wine, obviously. I think I made a mistake today going online on, what did I do live today? Oh, Zoom. Yeah, at the same time as Ricky Gervais. That was a mistake. See how the light just went there? See, our sun's suddenly gone down out there. Oh. Now I look like Morticia from the Addams Family. Actually, now what I'm going to do, I am going to leave you for a moment and put the curtain back up. There. There, you see that's better. Although I do look very white again. See what happened? I had to put the curtain down because it was very sunny. So I was just doing my fringe there. It was very sunny and now it's not so sunny. Everything's in reverse here. Did you know, by the way, on Zoom, you can do the unreverse. So that when they try and... Oh, God, I don't know. Something like that. So that when you do the reversing, you don't have to have it. But in one of my earlier messages here that you will have missed because I couldn't get anything organised, although I did talk a lot, but it turned out it wasn't recording because everything was on mute on the microphone, that on Zoom it says make my appearance better, and it does. I lost at least a couple of pounds in my face, I think. Well, I may have lost that because I haven't eaten all day, but also it softens the lighting a bit. It's a very good thing actually. But also, someone mentioned to me earlier that everything is in reverse on Zoom. Now, it might be in reverse on here, but anyway, you can unreverse it, whatever that is. Anyway, I've been given some recommendations of stuff to watch, and I am obviously now going to go and cook. Anyway, everyone, stay safe, stay strong. Keep watching Andrew. Oh, he's still my beating heart. Oh, he's so great. Honestly, I cannot say enough good about our governor and the president. I won't call it our president, although he is our president. He came on yesterday. He couldn't even allow Governor Andrew Cuomo to have a bit of credit for himself. He came on saying the only reason that people are being so nice to him is because we've given him so much money. Oh, grow up, Donald. How old are you? 4 years old. Governor Andrew Cuomo is succeeding in spite of what you're saying, not because of you. And it's just embarrassing. This is a president who should be putting lives above anything else, not worrying about the election, not trying to score points over the governors in the individual states. They have a tough enough job as it is. And you just think, be quiet. And now the people out in boats in Florida, yes, they're all their Trump signs. And I call them float idiots. That's my phrase of the week. My word of the week. My word of the week is float idiots to those people out in their boats in Florida. And with that, I'm just going to leave you with that because I'm going to go now. And I'm going to have my fish and my potatoes and my cauliflower and my broccoli. And it's very good here because I don't have to lean over and you could see under my armpits again like you did before. So to everyone, stay safe. As Andrew said, to all you New Yorkers, New York safe, New York strong. And don't take any risks. This is far from over. This is seriously far from over. And if you think that it's okay to just go out there and do what you're doing before, it's really not that safe. I don't know anything, but all I'm seeing is that the more people in the States and in the UK who go out and flout the rules, they all seem to be dying at a faster rate. Do the maths. Or do the math, as they say in the US. Anyway, everyone, whatever you're doing, stay safe, eat well, keep smiling,